And today we're talking about the digital toolkit that I just used. So I just wanted to do it to you and explain to you a bit about it and talk about some of the apps that are on there. Now I'm actually going live into the stream and I'm actually going to discuss the live on the Instagram account as well. Just to invite you to Instagram for the toolkit online. I'm live on YouTube, my Facebook business page, and on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and Instagram. So if you want to find out a bit more about the toolkit, and that's one of the toolkit that we're going to talk about. So let's get that live on our Instagram account. So just go to kit.and. And if you are here right now, I know you can't follow me, do let me know where you are live streaming from. Is my sound bad? Okay, so let me have a little look at that. Let me just check that. Something's in the way. Okay, how about that? How does that sound? Let's just see if we can hear me now. Let me just double check it and we will see. Let me have a little look. Let me look before. Oh, it's flying here. Let me just have a little look. Oh, better. Okay, cool. Maybe it was the mic because I haven't used the mic for a while. I've not been up in my office for quite some time because my little darlings have been stealing my area for their own use. Okay, I'm not going to bother with Instagram today because that's playing silly things as well. Okay, cool. Better. Awesome. So if you're watching me on Facebook, then there is a link underneath if you're watching me in the group, there's a little link that I put in the comments. If you click that, it will allow me to see who it is that is commenting. If you don't want to click it, then just write your name next to your comment. Okay, so thanks, Amelia, for letting me know about the sound. So let's crack on and talk about the digital tools and why I've created this list for you. So one of the things that a lot of entrepreneurs find really difficult is that they find that, you get like this shiny app sort of syndrome where people are using different apps and then they can't actually work out how to use them themselves, or they see somebody else using a piece of software and maybe they're doing a video and they go to try it out and that doesn't work for them either. So one of the reasons that I've created the toolkit is because all of the apps and the software and the resources on the toolkit I have used to help me grow my business. And I recommend them because they are easy to use. And when they work together, they can really make a massive difference to your business. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm going to walk you through a couple of the areas. Not going to go right into the toolkit because that's far too much information in one live stream. But if you do have any questions about it or you want to get the toolkit, then you can download it from within the comments. Okay, so let me have a little look at the captions. So what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be looking at the digital toolkit, and I'm going to bring that up onto the screen for you. And also, I've been very clever. I've actually got it up on my iPad here, so we'll be able to have a little look through as well. So this is what it looks like. I haven't printed it because I don't want to print it, because the whole reason of it being digital is so that you can actually look at it here. And I've put lots of information in here about why you would want to use them, what types of apps you can use them for, but also I've grouped them into different categories, so it really helps you to understand where they're coming from. So I would recommend that you don't print it. It is a PDF download, but you can actually look at it on your phone or on your iPad or even on your laptop. Okay, perfect. So you can download it from this link, and I will drop that link into the comments as well so that you can click on it. If you haven't already got it, then you can actually go ahead and download it from there. Okay, so let me grab that link and I can put it into the comments. So do let me know if you have a question about any piece of software that you're using, whether you're using an app and you're getting quite frustrated with it. Drop those in as well, because I'll be able to talk you through that as well. So let me just drop this into the chat. So if you're watching me on one of the platforms that will be able to see the chat, that will be YouTube and my Facebook page and my Twitter account, then you'll be able to get that link. And if you are watching me on one of the platforms where I can't put a comment, such as LinkedIn or in my group, then you'll be able to download that from the comments as well. Okay, let me just see what's going on. Let's have a little look. Okay, perfect. Brilliant. Okay, So I'm going to bring up the screen there. I'm going to just take my graphic off, and I'm going to just remove the graphic so that we can just see the whole thing without too much problem. And I'm going to go over here. Okay, so there you can see the digital toolkit. So what I want to do now is I want to just go through the toolkit with you, and I'm going to highlight some of the tools I think that will make things really easy for you. So first of all, let's have a little look. So let's just get me and my pineapple off the front. So what I want this toolkit to do for you is I want it to help you to make it easier for you to actually grow your business, because it can be really overwhelming to not understand, number one, the apps that you need to use, but also once you found an app that you know you could use to help you grow your business, it gets complicated with like how to actually use it. So almost 100% of the tools that I recommend inside this toolkit, I have already done a video for on my YouTube channel. So if you're not watching me on my YouTube channel, then do hop over to YouTube and type in Anita Wong, and I will come up. Subscribe to my channel, and you'll find the toolkit videos coming into a new playlist as we go through the month of June. But if you look up one of the tools that's on there and you look it up on my channel, you're more likely going to find a video that I've done previously on that particular tool or that particular app. Now, most of the apps and tools that I've recommended in my toolkit are based on either the desktop or the laptop, so they're not Mac specific. Some of them only work on a Mac, but a lot of them do work on a PC. And if it is on a phone, I have tried my best to source the Android alternative. So if you look at most of the apps in the toolkit, you'll be able to use it on the iPhone, and you'll be able to look into the Play Store for either the same app or one that does look very similar. Okay, so if you have any questions, do let me know. So first of all, believe it or not, social media channels are really, really important for you as a business owner, because a social media channel is an app that we have on our iPads, or actually we can access it on our desktop. But we don't want to be on everything, because it's really hard to become very good and to become well known on lots and lots and lots of channels. We want to be concentrating on one or two, building up an audience on there, and then moving on to the other platforms. Now, obviously, with the options of multi-scheduling, say like if you use a multi-scheduler tool, such as say like Plannerly or Hootsuite or one of those ones, you can actually put the same content across lots of different platforms. But what you really want to do is you want to make the content that you're putting out specific to the audience on that specific platform. And the tools and the apps that I'm going to talk to you about today will help you to be more present and connect better with your audience that you already have. Okay, so I'm going to jump over the social media channels. We all know what those are. There are lots of other ones. You know, there's Clubhouse. There's all sorts of different ones coming out. So for the main part of it, you've got Facebook, you've got Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and Pinterest. But inside those social platforms, there are lots of different apps and tools that you can use to help you create content and help you connect with your audience to make sales on social. Because when we are on social media, what social media is a portal for you to attract your clients to you or prospective clients to you. And once they've found you on social media, you don't want to just leave them there. You want to be able to take them from social media into your what's known as your sales funnel. So your funnel, which will take people from being a cold audience to a warm audience to being a hot buying audience. And these apps and these tools that I'm going to tell you about today all help you do that. Okay, so we'll run past this page. So we're going to start off with the social media tools for video. And I'm just going to go through the different categories that we've got inside of the whole toolkit. And then we'll come back and concentrate on the video area. And then I'm going to go through each app or each piece of software throughout June, doing lives, doing pre-recorded videos, which will help you to use this tool so that you'll benefit from it. It won't just be one of those, I don't want this to be another download that just sits in your file and not be opened and utilized, because we really do want to start making a difference with our businesses online, especially because it's become very oversaturated with people being online because of what's been happening over the last 18 months with the world. A lot of people have moved from in-person online, and it's even harder to stand out, especially if you don't understand how to stand out or to use the tools that will help you. Okay, so I've been talking a lot, haven't I? So let's see if we've got any questions. Yeah, Amelia said a great lead magnet. Yes, exactly. So for those of you who don't know what a lead magnet is, it's a piece of value. So it could be a PDF like this. It could be a video. It could be a crib sheet or a checklist, or it could be a masterclass where you give that information away, and in return you get that person's email and their name, and then you then move them into your sales funnel. So you take them from a very cold audience and then you start warming them up with your emails. But of course you do have to send the emails out. No good collecting lots and lots of names into your email list and then you don't ever send an email out for people to get to know you. So remember, and put my hand up, I'm not very good at that either. So that's a lesson learned that I'm learning, to regularly connect with your audience. Okay, perfect. So I've segmented them all up into these groups. So social media tools for video, and then we've gone to social media tools for images. Then we've got to digital tools for lead capture, and I'll explain these a bit in a moment. Digital tools for taking payments and making payments. Digital tools for online course creation, because, obviously our digital lives, it's easy if we can put our value into a space online where people can access it easily. Digital tools for web design, because we all do need to have a home on the internet. We don't want to just rely on our bricks and mortar property to get people in. You could have people walking past your shop front on the internet when they live thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of miles away from your actual bricks and mortar business, but they can still buy from you. So having an online presence with a website is super, super important. I'm just going to have a quick sip of water. Okay, and then I put in some digital tools for analytics, because all that effort you make, creating content to share, connecting with people online, posting to social media platforms, spending probably hours playing with a new piece of software, trying to get it right so that you can actually use it to actually make a difference. If you don't actually look at those efforts that you make and actually analyze how much return you're getting on your effort, then you're pretty much just sort of like flying things out into the midair and not getting results. So digital tools for analytics are super, super cool, and they will help you to build your business. And then some other digital tools that you might find useful, such as video transcription, audio note taking, some issues about security. And then I talk about my digital lab and tech school, which is an online program or mentorship where you get to come in, learn from me, attend my courses, ask me questions, have training and things like that. So let's shoot back to the top of the downloading toolbox and let's have a little look at these video tools that I want to talk to you about today. So video creator tools on the mobile. So what I've done is I've made it into mobile and I've made it into desktop. So you can utilize some of the things on your phone and some of the things at top. So Mojo is an app that you can use on your phone, and it's an app that people use to create animated videos which have got templates on them, and you can use those for maybe your Instagram stories or your Instagram posts, your Instagram videos. You can also use them in your stories, your LinkedIn stories, your Twitter stories. You can use Mojo quite well for quite a lot of different things. You can use a tool called Clip-O-Matic. Now, Clip-O-Matic is really, really cool if you are doing a short 60-second video. So hands up if any of you have had a go at doing a reel on Instagram, or maybe you've dabbled with a little bit of TikTok. Those are short form videos. So they are short videos that will help you to connect with your audience. And Clip-O-Matic actually helps you to create videos like that, because what Clipomatic does is it will enable you to put the captions on your video whilst you are recording your video. Now, another tool that does that is the the Apple Clips tool. That's another one that does that. So that's also something that you can use. And you can also use Canva to do videos on as well. Believe it or not, Canva is not only a photo editing tool, it's also a video editing tool. And you can use the Instagram app. So remember at the beginning, I spoke about Instagram. You know, Instagram, the actual app, the actual social media platform on your phone is an amazing video editing tool. Not only can you create content for Instagram, but you can actually download it and create content for all sorts of different uses. Videos for your website, content for your emails, videos for your other platforms that you want to use. So don't forget that video is Instagram, the actual app itself has got lots of tools inside it, and they're all in one box. They're all in that Instagram box, which is super, super cool. Amelia said, yes, she loves Reels. Yeah, absolutely. Reels are absolutely awesome. Okay, so that's video creation for your mobile. Now, video creation for your desktop. So these are the types of software on your desktop that you can create video using like templates. So Wave.video is an absolutely amazing tool for creating social video or promotional video on your desktop. So what I mean by that is that if you want to do a short promotional video, then Wave.video will do it for you. Actually, Wave.video has actually created my background for this particular live stream. So if I pop this back on, you can see this nice pineapple background. I actually created that inside of Wave.video. So it's super, super awesome. And it's really, really cool to use. And I've even got something I'm going to show you later that I also created in Wave. So Wave.video is a really good tool for creating video and video assets on your desktop. Now, you may have heard of the Adobe suite. So you may have heard of Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator. Well, on the desktop and actually on the mobile, Adobe has a suite of apps that you can use as part of your Adobe membership. So if you have Adobe on your desktop, then you can actually access all of their mobile apps included in that. And that saves you a lot of money, especially if you do need to pay for any of the apps. If it's already included in something that you're already paying for, then that's super, super essential. And that saves you time and it saves you money, because the money you spend on the apps, by saving it, by using the apps related to a software you've already got, is saving you time because you don't have to work as long. Okay, so now we go to video editors. So the first two were video creators, where you actually create the video. The next two are video editors, where you actually edit the videos. So in other words, if I were to take this video that I'm doing today and download it onto my computer, and then maybe cut the beginning off and the end off, or I take short little snippets of it as a promotion, then that would be done in a video editor. And that can be on your mobile. The one that I use the most is InShot. So it's a small but mighty little video tool. Another one is Video Shop, very similar to InShot. Both of them are quite similar in what they do. It's just your preference, basically. Again, Canva will allow you to edit video. And again, the Instagram app actually allows you to edit video, because if you create a video in Instagram, you can actually edit it out. So like if you create a reel in Instagram, you can actually edit the clips down and then download them to your phone as you create, and then you're actually getting edited information, which is also super awesome. So do check that out. Okay, and then the next one for video editors on the desktop, this is where it goes a little bit harder, a little bit more complex, but I stuck to Wave.video at the beginning, because Wave.video not only does it create videos for you, but it also allows you to upload your own videos, which means that you can edit your own videos in there. And then we have Camtasia, which is a slightly more high-tech video editor, Descript, which is another one, and of course Canva, and of course on your desktop, your laptop or your desktop will come with an inbuilt video editor. You may not have discovered it as yet. So if you are a Mac person and you're using MacBook, then you can use the iMovies option inside of your computer. And if you've got a PC, then there's bound to be a video editing option in there as well. Now I want to go to the live streaming software and the video capture software before I end this live and see if anyone's got any questions, because live streaming is a really good way of creating video content, not only for the live when you are doing it, like I am now. I'm going live at the moment using Restream, but what I'm doing whilst I'm live streaming is I'm creating video content that I can use in my social to connect with my audience and attract them to me so that they become loyal fans, and then hopefully will come into my sales funnel and then perhaps work with me in the future. So live streaming is a really good way of you connecting with a wider audience, because I'm not only talking to everybody in my Facebook group or on my Facebook page, I'm also talking to some people on my YouTube channel. I'm also live on my Twitter account, and I'm also live in my LinkedIn account. So I've got 5 different audiences and the opportunity to reach 5 different audiences with this content at the same time. Because this is why it's so essential to think about doing live streaming and using an app such as Restream to actually multi-stream. Because if I wanted to do this separately, I would have to do this live, which is going to be about 30 minutes long. And then I would have to close the live down, say in my group, and go off to my YouTube, and then go off to my LinkedIn, and then go off to my Twitter. That would probably take me 2 hours to do that. However, doing it like this, by live streaming through one portal and reaching all these other places, it enables me to actually speak to a much wider audience in a much shorter time frame, saving me time and saving you guys time, because you don't want to be in front of a camera for too long because you're busy building your businesses as well. Okay, so live streaming is super, super important, and Restream, which is the one I prefer, enables you to download the video and then you can cut the video up in your editors. There are some other live streaming tools that you can use, but I would highly recommend using Restream because of the options it has inside with the multi-streaming, connecting it to what's known as an RTMP, which means that you can connect it to some social platforms that don't do live streaming, and also the fact that you can download it, both the audio and the visual. Okay, and then video capture is the other one I wanted to talk about, which is how do you capture video? So I don't mean like, you get a net and you capture them, but what I mean is that you actually record yourself. So most of us have been introduced to Zoom, because when COVID kicked off, we all went online. I was already online, but a lot of people went online, and Zoom, which is the meeting software that you can use, was used by a lot of people. But Zoom is actually quite cool because it actually records for you as well. So in Zoom, you can record a video and then you can download it from Zoom. You can actually, a new feature inside of Restream is that you can use the Restream Studio to record video without going live, which means that you don't need to use the other software. So I'm doing a live stream here, but actually inside of Restream, I can just press the record button and record a video as well. So Zoom helps you do that. Restream helps you do that. Camtasia, which is my video editor, I can actually record myself on there and my screen as well. And also Loom. Loom is a tool that records your desktop, and actually you can record your iPad or your iPhone, and that's a really good way as well. And of course, let's not forget our basic tool, which is our mobile phone. Everybody's mobile phone has the ability to record video. Now, obviously, depending on the type of mobile phone you've got and the age of your mobile phone will depend on how good the camera is. But most cameras in the most modern mobile phones are as good as a DSLR camera. So recording yourself on your mobile phone for videos is also a really good option. And if you've got an iPad, you can use your iPad as well. So I wanted to just go over that today, which is the social media tools for video. and you would like to get your hands on this digital download, then you can click on the link above this video or below this video, depending on where the description is. And you can also look in the comments. I will pin the link to the top of the comments in YouTube where you can download this digital download. Now, all of the tools that I've mentioned on here will help you to grow your business. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just flick my position around so that I'm next to it. And I'm going to put my nice background on. And we're going to have some questions. So I'm going to check the chat and see if anyone's got any questions for me. Okay, so Amelie said, Wave video or Canva video, is there a difference? Yes, there is. So let me pop that question up on the screen so everybody else can see what I'm talking about. That's the wrong one. There we go. Let's say, there we go. So Wave video or Canva video, is there a difference? Let me just have a quick sip of my drink. So I would say there's a big difference actually between the capability of creating video in Wave.video and Canva. So Canva was built originally for photo editing and has over the last 18 months introduced video editing into its toolbox. So Canva itself is a very, very good tool to have a knowledge base about, because I actually created my PDF download in Canva. So the download that you're going to get if you click the link, that was created in Canva. Now, they've introduced video, and the video editing way inside of Canva is not as advanced at the moment. Whereas with Wave.video, what Wave.video does is it was originally built as a video creating tool. Now, with that in mind, if I were to recommend a tool to make video where you can use templates and you can upload your own video and you can cut it and add captions and add transcription and overlays and stickers, then I would say 100% that Wave.video would be the option for you. Wave.video has templates in it, so you can actually create promotional videos, short ones, long ones, medium ones, but you can also upload videos. So I could upload this recording of this live into my Wave account and cut little bits up so that I could create promotional video with it. So answering your question, Wave.video is the tool that I would highly recommend that you learn how to use so that you can advance your connection with your audience through video. Okay, and next one, Amelia said about live streaming. Yeah, so live streaming is a really good way of you connecting with your audience, because that's what I'm doing today. So I have other people watching. I've got Teresa's watching me from Facebook. I've got someone else watching me from Facebook. I've got a few people in my group watching me, and I've got some people over on YouTube watching me. Now, what live streaming is enabling me to do is not only are you able to see me, but I'm able to connect with you through the chat. So I can actually connect with you and make a connection with you as my audience through the chat inside of my live streaming tool. So if I were to show you what I can see, I could actually share my screen with you, so I can actually show you what I'm seeing. I can show you the chat that I've got. So if I were to, look at that, got my little line in the middle. If I was to share my screen, let me just, so as you can see the chat here, and that's all the chat of everybody that's on my live with me. So this chat here, I can actually see, and I can actually add that chat to my screen as well. And as you can see, I can actually go in and remove this background so that you can actually see the screen without any writing on. And that's the beauty of using a live streaming tool to actually go live, because you can actually see these. And I can actually put this chat over the top even. And if someone were to write a comment in the chat now, you could actually see that in a second when it starts to show up. So that's all something that you can do. Okay, so let me stop my share for a second and come back to what another question that Emily is asking me. It's great that you're asking me so many questions. I just want to get my nice background on because I like this one. Watch what happens. It's this one. Watch, look. I've made myself into a little box, which I think is so cool. Okay, so let's go back to the question. Are you editing? Let me see. Are you editing your live streaming or not really? I can't edit the live stream whilst I'm live. And of course, these live streams will go up to my YouTube channel. They'll go up to my LinkedIn account. They'll go into my Facebook page as they are. But what I will do is I will download this video from within my Restream account and I will edit it by cutting off the beginning. At the beginning of this video, I had a countdown, so I'll cut that off and I'll probably cut off a little bit at the end. And then I'll put that into my Instagram TV account so that people on my Instagram account can watch the video. But what I can also do is I can take snippets of my video that I've just downloaded and create promotional video that I could use to promote my upcoming streams or to promote this live stream even more. So the answer is, are you editing your live stream? Yes. If I want to use my live stream as a way of repurposing and to get more eyes on my content, then I will re-edit this live stream and I will send it out in different ways, even short little snippets in my emails to my audience and drive them to my live stream, because this live stream will still stay on my YouTube account and on my LinkedIn account and things like that. But my YouTube account, which is what I highly recommend you all to open, is where I concentrate on my video creation, because my video creation on my YouTube is where I get much more activity. So I get more people watching my videos on my YouTube account than I do anywhere else on any other platform that I do. Okay, so I think I'm going to round it up now. We've been live for half an hour and I've had a really good time chatting to you about the live download. So don't forget that if you want to get your hands on my download, which is all about the digital tools, then you can get that by going to my website, which is anitawong.co.uk, and you can get the toolkit from there. Or you can actually download it from this video by clicking on the link in the description of this video, or I will also pin this digital toolkit link to the top comment on this video as well. Okay, super awesome. Have sent me a text. Oh, okay, that means that the one that hasn't ticked their little box to see their name is actually Nick, which is great. Okay, thank you all so much for joining me. I've had a blast. It's my first live for a couple of weeks because I've just got well, it's not my new computer. I got my computer back after it breaking. So don't forget that every Wednesday at 5 p.m. British Standard, I will be live at 5 talking to you about a different social media tool or platform or connection that will help you to grow your business. So if that's something that you really want to find out about, then don't forget to subscribe to my channels and follow me wherever you wish to. Okay, thanks very much, everyone, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.